Not only does this event raise money for the community, but we touch lives because we're reaching out into the community to see who needs the most support. Do you have a favorite memory?
I don't have a favorite memory.
Right.
But
Central Florida, we're number 3 in the state for trafficking.
And it makes me excited and just, I feel privileged to be able to be a leader of great people.
Absolutely. So what would you say about anyone that's considering sponsoring or perhaps being a restaurant in this event? What would you say to them about coming back and doing it next year?
You always got to come out and support your community.
I'm here with Thomas Costello, the managing partner for Eddie V's, right here in Dr. Phillips, Florida. And I want to start off by asking Thomas a question. Do you realize the impact and how many families that you and Eddie V's have affected?
It's hard to scale because you don't get the time in the dining room to really make those meaningful connections. And when we have the opportunity to do an event like this, you get to put faces with names and people and create those relationships with the community that go far beyond what you're doing in the dining room. So I think that it's a tremendous event, and we're just more than happy to be proud of it every year.
So I guess my question for you today is, what inspired you to support the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips and the foundation by coming out to this event?
Again, I would just community. We live and work in a really wonderful community here in Dr. Phillips. It's so vibrant, and to be able to come out and support an event like this, it's a no-brainer for us. My most memorable experiences here would be when celebrity guests get on stage and sing.
Okay, celebrity guests, and when we're talking celebrity guests, who are we referring to specifically?
Local Dr. Phillips celebrities.
Yeah.
There's some special people in this community with beautiful voices, and when they get a chance to get up there later in the day, we always enjoy that.
Okay, very good. Wouldn't happen to be your regional director, would it?
It might be right. It might be right.
So I'm here with someone that's very special, Ann Mahoney. She's actually been to the Taste of Dr. Phillips from when we first started, 18 years ago, because we skipped a year because of COVID.
Yes, we did, yes.
So tell me, Ann, over the course of time, what would you say from what you've observed that this event has an impact then on our community here in Dr. Phillips?
Well, I think that because of all the work that you guys do, with this event and putting it together, getting the word out to people within the community to come and attend and participate and get to know a lot of the locations that we have here, the restaurants, and it just has generated a lot of revenue. I mean, a lot of donations have been poured into the community and into the event that has benefited the community per se. So firsthand from the things that I've heard from attending the Rotary meetings that you guys tend to put together every single Wednesday, it just shows the impact, the positive impact that you guys have on our community.
And let's also not forget the volunteer hours that you've put in over time. You've worked, you've done things with our club, and you've brought about great things in our community. We appreciate you, Ann Mahoney.
Thank you.
Quick question.
Yes.
Of all of the Taste of Dr. Phillips that you've had the privilege to be part of, and be part of, what's your favorite memory?
I think it's just getting to meet people, and getting to commiserate with others. It's always great to getting to meet the people that work the different restaurants, because you don't know them. You see them, I say like on the back end of it.
Yep.
Getting to actually meet them and interact with them while you're here, that's I think they're one of the best parts of this.
So I have the privilege right now of standing here with a Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips icon, Michael Hanley. The reason that Michael is an icon is he's been in the club for a real long time. How many years, Michael?
35 years.
35 years. This person has been committed to serving our community. So I'd like to ask you a question, Michael. You've been coming to the Taste of Dr. Phillips since they began them, right?
Yes.
So I believe we've been doing, this is our 17th Taste of Dr. Phillips. What impact do you believe that the Taste of Dr. Phillips has had on our Dr. Phillips community?
Well, that's great that you asked that question, because 100% of the proceeds from the money we raise here at the Taste of Dr. Phillips goes to our foundation, the Dr. Phillips Rotary Foundation. and all that money goes back into the community, where we've helped out the Y, Tangelo Park, a number of other Orlando Health, where we've been able to give back to the community on an as-needed basis. Just recently, we helped out with disaster relief for those that went through the disaster just recently. It's a great community event, but beyond the community event, the reason we do it is to give back to the community.
Yes, for sure. So since you've been coming to 17 of these, you have a favorite memory?
Being here with you, Mark, is my favorite memory. Yeah,
Oh, come on. That's very kind.
I don't have a favorite memory, but so many memories, so many. Look around, you look at the people here,
Yep.
the good time that they're having. It's a great community builder as well as giving back to the foundation. I think the best part about it is community outreach. We have people from all over Central Florida that are here enjoying the festivities.
There's going to be what, about 650 to 700 people here today?
700 people, 700 today.
So we're going to have some fun.
We're going to have a great time.
Awesome. Here with Chef Josh from Big Fin. You've been participating with the Taste of Dr. Phillips for quite a few years, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
And I understand you made the food last year. What are we serving today? You want to show
We're
people?
serving a ponzu marinated tuna
Might need to pick it up.
nacho with a guacamole creme fraiche and a wasabi creme with tobacco, green onions, pickled onions, and cucumber on a wonton.
That's amazing. My mouth is watering right now as you talk about it. And I want to ask you a question. I'm wondering, are you aware of just the impact that you and Big Fin have had on our community by being here and supporting this event?
I hope it's a good impact. I mean, I'm not from this area, so whenever we're doing stuff like this, we just try to put on the best face and give the best food to each
So,
student.
what would you say about anyone that's considering sponsoring or perhaps being a restaurant in this event? What would you say to them about coming back and doing it next year?
You always got to come out and support your community and your area. That's what makes us all better and grow.
Thank you, Chef Josh.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you very much. Sonia, good afternoon. So, we are very fortunate at the Taste of Dr. Phillips 2024 to have our Rotary District Governor, Sonia Labasco, here, who's an amazing, amazing leader in our community and for Rotary in the world. Now, Sonia has a mission today. She came out to support the Taste of Dr. Phillips. But tell us about your mission, Sonia, please.
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, I want to thank the Dr. Phillips Rotary for hosting this event. It's an absolute game changer in the community, highlighting Rotary and all the good work that we do. Today, we're here our first time ever to showcase our event for stopping human trafficking in the state of Florida. I'm working with the other 7 district governors. There are 8 districts in Florida. All 8 Rotary district governors are working together.
The whole state of
the
Florida?
The whole state of Florida.
Wow.
We're working together with all the districts to stop human trafficking. And this is our first event, so thank you for hosting us. I know we can do this for our children. I know we can have an impact because as Rotarians, we are leaders. We are people of action.
So tell me a little bit about what you're hoping to accomplish with this initiative.
Well, the first thing we want to accomplish is raising awareness in our community.
Right.
Central Florida, we are number 3 in the state for trafficking. And community be aware that this is going on right under our nose. We have to let our youth know manipulation and grooming are real things, and that's the way the traffickers are trying to get into our children's minds, is through manipulation and grooming. And we want them to know we're going to support them, and we're looking out for those bad guys out there.
So we're here to educate.
We are here to educate. We want to help victim services. We want to support our police officers and our police departments who are doing a brilliant job. It's a big job that they do, and we want to stand in the gap and help provide them anything that they don't have currently to fight human trafficking.
Courtney, the executive sous chef for Del Frisco's restaurant right here in Orlando. And I just wanted to ask, how many years have you all participated in the Taste of Dr. Phillips?
We've been participating in this for years, 3-4 years, and it's always been a pleasure doing it, and it's always been a good, it's always brought people in after the fact, and it's been a good cause to the community as well, so we always enjoy it, and try to mix it up every year by doing different things, different items, but it's a pleasure.
Justin, I'd like to ask you, what would you say the impact of working with the Taste of Dr. Phillips has been for you and your business?
I think it's definitely helped, and I think it definitely brings people in. I think it's a good voice. People talk, and people come and see this. We hand out cards. Where y'all. Some people don't even know where we're at, and then when they come and they see where we're at, they're like, wow. And they've never been there, and then it brings people that don't even really know. Some people don't go on iDrive. iDrive, sometimes you get the convention business or the convention crowd, and that's all you see. You don't see the locals really much.
Here with Lori McCord and her husband Rich McCord, and the reason that Lori is so valuable and important to our community is she is the president-elect. We're going to serve as the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips president.
Right.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
How many Taste of Dr. Phillips have you attended?
Well, as a member, this would be my fourth.
Okay.
I also attended it previous to that twice. I always had a great time.
Okay, so you've been to 6 Taste of Dr.
Yes.
Phillips. What's one of your best memories?
Wow. I would say, maybe it's not a memory, but just watching our community getting together, having a good time, and supporting a great cause makes me happy. And at the end of the night, when everybody's on the dance floor dancing and ask when the next one is, that gives us great sense of satisfaction.
That's Rich. That is Rich. And speaking of Rich, let's ask Rich. Rich is going to be the man of the year, and your husband, right, is going to be serving the president next year, so service happens easy. Rich, what would you say the greatest impact that Lori, the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips, and this event has on our community locally?
I know you guys are all about, giving back and charities, and so that's the biggest, impact on our community is giving back.
So just to give you an example of what we were able to do with the resources from this event, the Dr. Phillips Rotary Club Foundation last year was able to invest $36,000 into our community for people that need. So, Lori, we're very grateful that you're going to lead us.
I have one more thing to add to
Please
it,
do.
though. I would just like to also mention that the Rotary not only giving back to our community, but it gives back to its members.
Yes.
I have found a home here. I've met some of the best friends in my life in the last 4 years, and it makes me excited, and I feel privileged to be able to be a leader of great people.
I'm here with some Rotary family. And what do I mean by that? I mean Ken and Ann Peach. But we've got a little Rotary rivalry in this family.
We do.
Because you can see they have 2 different colored shirts on, right? So what does that mean, Ann Peach?
Well, we're both Rotarians. I'm in the Lake Buena Vista Club, and he's in the Dr. Phillips Club, which happened because our kids were little, and we couldn't both belong to the same club.
Ah, okay. Well, so we're here at the Taste of Dr. Phillips, and you just brought up something interesting, Ken. You said that we've been doing this event for how many years?
I thought this was the 17th according to the invitation, but as you pointed out, actually I must have missed one.
17 years. And then how many Taste of Dr. Phillips have you been to?
All 17.
17.
Serving, being here, part of the community. What would you say that Rotary has meant to you, your family, and our community?
It's very easy. It's all service above self. And between the two of us, we're always doing something for the community. So this is what Rotary is all about.
You two are. You're inspiring to us for sure. And we don't have any fun, do we?
Oh.
Rotary actually, what's wonderful about Rotary is the joy that it brings. Being with like people who want to serve their community and serve actually the world, whether it's the Polio Plus World work that we do or in war-torn countries. There's always something to do to serve others, and that's what we love about Rotary, as well as the amazing people that are Rotarians.
So what would you say to someone that is considering perhaps being a restaurant sponsor of this event or a sponsorship of this event, or maybe even just buying a ticket and coming?
I guess what I'd say is that you are serving others, our community, whether you serve as a sponsor or whether you buy a ticket, is the money from this event solely goes to caring for others.
That's rich. That's awesome. Dave Winslow. Dave Winslow is the president of the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips.
Go DP Rotary.
That's right, right? And now you can see how enthusiastic he is, but let me mention, this is how passionate he is about this club. You see what's on his arm? I don't know if you can see it, but Dave had shoulder surgery, replacement of his shoulder about a week ago, and he's still here at this event. So Dave,
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
there you go. What would you say the impact has been? Because I know that you've served at many Taste of Dr. Phillips. You've been here. What would you say the impact of the Rotary Club and this taste has meant to you in your life?
Well, I tell you a story, Mark, is that the reason I'm a member of the Dr. Phillips Rotary Club is because of a Taste of Dr. Phillips 9 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Amy knew Art Brown, who's one of our senior members of the club, and she said, let's go to a Taste of Dr. Phillips. She introduced me to Art, and I asked Art, I said, what does the Dr. Phillips Rotary Club do? And he says, look around. We eat, we drink, we're merry, we raise money for community service in the Dr. Phillips area, and it's history from there.
We did for sure. You just, on the board, approved, through your vote, an opportunity for us to serve the community, and you told me yesterday to go out and get 39 gift cards for $50 each. What was that for?
That was for the Southwest Middle School, if I understand.
Correct,
right?
correct. We learned by speaking to their principal, in partnership with their principal, that there are 39 families there that are homeless, that need support. So not only does this event raise money for the community, but we touch lives because we're reaching out into the community to see who needs the most support.
And it's amazing how when there's really a need in the Dr. Phillips area, that our club can turn around quickly the request so that we can get the money working in the community as soon as possible.
George and Crystal. George used to be a member of the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips, so we're not as happy with him today, but he said he's going to join on camera, right?
I'm coming back.
You're coming back?
Okay.
All right, there you have it.
I had to wait for Rich Maladecki to leave the front office, so that's
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm here with Crystal Jenkins. Crystal, you joined the club when?
I joined just before Arnold Palmer Invitational.
Right before
Yes.
March of this year.
March of 2024.
Okay, so can you tell me, Crystal, because you are one of the sponsors for this event, right?
Yes.
You put money up to go into our community.
Absolutely.
What has this event or this experience meant to you and your business?
Well, you know what? I was so excited to be able to invite clients to the event where you can eat food as much as you want and drink as much as you want and be able to connect with other people in the community.
So it sounds like it was an awesome way for you to give back to the clients that have allowed you the opportunity to serve them.
Absolutely. I love being able to give back. And through this event, we can give back to so many underprivileged kids.
What a rich experience that is, right?
Very much so.
George, what has the Taste of Dr. Phillips meant for you over the course of time?
Well, it depends if you're in the Rotary Club or not in the Rotary Club. It's a different experience. So I've been in the Rotary Club, and it was just marvelous to really kind of build up such a great event and really come to the event, get it set up, and see people enjoying everything that's about this community. And one of the great things about Rotary is being around so long, it's really like a staple. People know what it is, and we're able to raise funds and raise money to give back to the many organizations that the Taste of Dr. Phillips represents, as well as Rotary, Dr. Phillips Rotary. So I was a member for 6, 7, 8, I think 8 years actually. Took a little break, but I'm very interested in coming back because it's all about giving back, right? If your community is strong, your people are strong, and then everything else from that rolls off it. So I tell everyone that I meet, and they're like, what do you do for networking and stuff? And I remember back to when I was in the younger days, and the first thing I would say to them was, you need to do one thing, and that's to go and visit Dr. Phillips Rotary. And the reason why, even though it's at 7 o'clock in the morning, you come in, you'll get a handshake. 3 months later, you get a tap on the back. 3 months later, you'll get a hug. Next thing you know, you're at weddings, right? And all these different things, because it becomes a family. So stick it out for a year, and you'll be amazed at what can come back.
It is the fast track to great relationships.
It is. Yeah.
So I want to thank the people that are feeding us today. Thank you all. You're donating your time, your talent, and your treasure to come and be part of this amazing event. As I shared, Lori McCord is the president-elect of the Rotary Club of Dr. Phillips. She's going to make sure that our club keeps serving the community from 25 to 26. Lori's here to thank our sponsors.
Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. I can't believe we did it. This is fantastic. I love seeing you guys all here supporting a great cause, putting money back into our Dr. Phillips community. This is what this is all about. And I'd like to thank our sponsors who helped with ticket sales and adding great value to this event. Thank you guys.